We will be taking time out to feature entrepreneurs who are doing things in the moment. Today we have with us Ade. He will be releasing his album. So I thought, why not chat with him? Welcome, Ade. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Clarita. I appreciate you for having me. My name is Adé Hakim on stage, and I'm a musician, but I like to do a lot of things. I like to like for when I had these bucket hats I showed you. So I
Mhm.
like to use my art as or my music platform as a way to uh like as an excuse to do a bunch of things like music videos, apparel, um, drawings. But the main the centerpiece is my production and like lyrics.
Nice, nice. Great. I know you have your album coming out. So can you tell us the name of your album and the release date?
I have this project that I put out on uh in 2019. This is a
Mm-hmm.
vinyl that I pressed. It's called Happiest People in the World Wide Web,
Mm-hmm.
and it was right before the pandemic. So this album actually helped a lot of people because it was a very like call to action for positivity, right? And so this album dropped at a perfect time because it helped neutralize some people that were already fans of my music. Um, that was 5 years ago now. So the next project that I'm working on is a sequel to that. It's um it's called Happiest People Come to Peace.
Mm.
I guess it's more self-reflective and more, another reminder of like if you can't be happy at all times, just be at peace with what is.
Yeah. That tells us a lot about what inspired you to write your music. So
Yeah.
thanks for that. Happiness is very, very important. So can you just tell us a little bit more about the sound and the vibe of your album?
I was doing laundry and this was early this year. I was doing laundry and I live in the Bronx. You hear a lot of the people in the streets bumping street music. So
Mm-hmm.
I heard there's this subgenre of hip hop that's like that's more street. It's called Bronx drill, and it's like basically murderous rap over a Jersey club dance house type of beat. And when I was going to the laundry that day, I heard someone playing this genre, and the rhythms was just undeniably good. The subject matter I wasn't into, oh, but the rhythms were speaking to me. So I think a week later, I was like making a beat, and I tried the club, doom, 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 right? And I was making the beat with my son, and he was enjoying it. We were enjoying it to the
Mm-hmm.
point where we got a noise complaint. My neighbor came and knocked on my door,
Oh,
but all of it felt like a sign. Like, okay, we were having so much fun, we didn't even realize that we were making all this noise, and I really got in tune with this rhythm, and I put my take on um how I feel about hip hop culture and everything. Definitely, I think that it's important to not to understand that music is great, inherently good. It's what they mix in with the music that could be tricky. So I try to put in something that is an alternative to people talking about maybe being violent against each other, especially because I don't come from that type of life. I didn't live that life, but yeah. So
yeah.
I want to partake in the rhythms without partaking in something that I can't relate to.
Right. So it's hip hop with a different kind of meaning, huh?
Yeah. All right. I would just say a lot of people they will be negative towards like something like Bronx drill, and then like try to make like boom bap hip hop. Like regular traditional hip hop to try to revert back into the ways of when it was peaceful and everything. But we got to move forward with the sound.
Mm.
So I think that the streets are really ahead of the times with the sounds. the streets are always going to be influential. That's how I feel. Okay, I just had to feel
Is there a particular song that really speaks to you on the album?
all of them. But
Okay.
there's a specific song called "Peace of God." It's probably one of the most lighthearted songs in the album, where
Mm-hmm.
like I was done with the rest of the project and I can have fun with this song. And basically, I was talking about beef, like having drama in hip hop. There's a lot of that being promoted and sold by labels and big companies, and just people are influenced to thinking that if they want to be a rapper, then they have to promote something negative, and is more bring into awareness that like any problem that you have with somebody else, you really have that problem with yourself. So like if I were to hate somebody, I have to first hate myself to project that hate on you. You know what I mean? Like that hate needs to come within first. So I wouldn't waste my time hating anyone because that means I have to hate myself.
Hmm.
So like
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So this song is like the hook is like you don't have beef with me, you have beef with yourself.
Hmm.
So it's really like a call to action to like just self reflect on your life. Thing that I'm upset at. I think I'm upset about. I had that beef with myself.
Yeah, it always starts with us, that's for sure.
Definitely a fun song. Like it's a fun, like uplifting song, and that's why it stands out to me right now in this moment.
Great, great. Thanks for sharing that with us. Can you tell us some challenges you faced while working on the album?
Yeah. I lost all the music. So I was working on the
No.
project. Yeah, I was working on the
Wow.
project, and I think it was the whole project was stored on my iCloud, and then something got corrupted, and then I had to call Apple. They couldn't get back.
Oh my goodness.
So basically, the whole album had to be recreated from scratch.
Huh, how did that feel?
Well, it happened to me actually when I was putting out this project, um, and where my hard drive failed, and I got so stressed that I got sick the next day.
Oh, I can imagine.
Right? So I was like, that's not gonna happen this time. I'm not getting sick. So I
Mm,
stayed calm and I just tracked down all the samples and sources of inspiration for the tracks, and I did my best ability to recreate it for how it sounded before.
wow.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to you for staying calm and to and you kept going. So
Yeah.
that's good. And now you have this beautiful project completed and
Yeah.
sharing with the world. So thanks for persevering.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I know you talked about it a little bit earlier, but if there is a main message or theme that you'd like people to take away from this album, what would that be?
One of the main messages, aside from like the title of the album, is to just create. Because like the message is not just what's in the music. I'm going to make it known that like the message is what I do around the music, like making the hats or how I promote. I'm gonna treat it all as a form of creativity. So like the art of promotion, the art of merchandise, like the art of
Right.
selling physical copies, and
Mm-hmm.
the message. I want to make the message like just don't think about it too much. I know a lot of creative people that have so much talent and they hold back because of they're thinking about it too much. Just
We're in our heads sometimes, aren't we?
yeah, just do it. Just
Just do
do it.
it.
Just do
Yes.
it. And yeah, just be at peace with it, right? So come to peace, like just because the people that get reward, I know like the best artists, like they don't even listen to their music. They just put it out and they work on the next one.
Mm,
And then I see that that could be very successful because at least they're putting something out. They're not
right.
worrying about how it sounds too much. They let the people decide.
Yes,
So yeah. So like for people, and we're all creative. So
right.
just put something out. Like we're doing this right now. We're gonna put this out. So it's like
Yeah.
I support the creativity.
Yes, for sure. So tell
Yeah.
us again the name of the album and the release date so we can look out for it.
Okay. Okay. So the name of the album is called "Happiest People Come to Peace."
Mm-hmm.
and you can find it on any of my platforms under Adé Hakim, ADE with the accent HAKIM, and it's coming out on. It will be out on November 8th, and yeah, I'm gonna have cassette tapes because like as an antique,
Oh wow.
like the vinyl is also an antique.
Uh,
I'm gonna make cassette tapes and some hats, and then we'll be airing a documentary for the process of the album, maybe in a couple of weeks
oh
after the
nice.
release. So maybe if I look at the calendar, maybe the 15th of November, the documentary should be out as well.
Wow, that sounds very exciting. So we get to see the
Yeah,
story behind it all.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Huh. I look forward to that.
Thank you.
And in addition to the documentary, do you have any other events coming up as
Yeah,
part of the release?
not as part of the release. I'm pretty much in the gears of like doing at least one show a month. So I have this vegan restaurant in Astoria. They're very hip hop centric. Like if you go, there's graffiti on the wall. Nice place, and you know they allow us to perform. So I'm giving the opportunity for my homies to perform, and that will be on the 22nd, I believe. I don't want to mess up my dates, but Friday the 22nd, yeah.
Okay. And what's the name of the location?
Urban Vegan Roots. It's in
Okay.
Astoria, Queens. They have another location in Manhattan, Urban
Mm-hmm.
Vegan Kitchen on in
Mm-hmm.
23rd Street. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. They had one in the Bronx too, but it wasn't like a dine-in restaurant and it closed. You know those hubs that have like just
Mm-hmm.
food? It was
Right.
one of those. But
Okay.
they, you know, they're out here. They're good. They're good people
Okay.
too.
All right. What's next for you? Any plans in progress right now?
Well, like I said, like the album. Since putting out the album, it will create more opportunities to work on something new. So like, all right, now that the album's out, we can make music videos.
Great.
Now the album's
Yes.
out, we can make merchandise. So
Right.
basically just build a whole portfolio around the album
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm going to be doing right now. But I have other ideas that I didn't fully get to devote myself to, but
Mm-hmm.
we know each other through the Bronx School for Music,
Right.
and how I even got to do a show with Phil. And I was letting him know that one of my plans is to make a hip hop nursery rhyme album or something like that. So
Nice.
like some basically what I do, but just uh, content that's appropriate for my son to enjoy and for other children to enjoy.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, that's in the near future.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
very exciting. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to spend with us and for
thank
sharing
you.
such exciting news with us. And
Thanks for having me.
I hope to have you on the podcast as
Yeah,
well. All
sounds fun.
right. Yes. Well, thank you so much and have a good day.